Hello everyone, Tommy J here and welcome to Heroic One Night in Karazhan. In this video, we're going to be taking on Heroic Netherspite using this 100% free to play Shaman deck. So this Shaman deck is actually made up entirely of basic cards, which means that just by getting your Shaman to level 10, you will have unlocked all these no Karazhan cards in this one. Anyway, this fight is actually fairly interesting, so I'm going to go into the fight and talk about it there instead of on the deck screen. If you are looking for a deck list, there'll be a little image of it in the description, just because I realized I didn't leave that up for a long time. So this fight is actually fairly interesting. There are two portals, and they affect Netherspite. You can play a minion on the right or left side of them to block the portal. But, yeah. Let's throw away those two. And, okay, not a terrible starting hand, but definitely not the best. So, yeah.
Those beams empower the dragon.
I'm gonna drop the Goldshire Footman. It will take the 2 hits from him, and that's it. So, being on the right-hand side means that this minion can only take 1 damage at a time. Okay, he's chosen not to kill that. What an odd guy. So I'm gonna play the Murloc Tidehunter on that side. And being on the red portal means you have Wind Fury. So as you can see, it's not just the sides like it is with Dorothy. Yeah. Ooh, 1 damage to all. So he's got Wind Fury back. He will kill that, hit me. Pain for everybody. The reality is that you are going to have to take some hits to your face in this fight. Let's drop the Fen Hunter and remove the Wind Fury. Unfortunately, due to the way he works, and his AI sometimes being okay, to be honest it is quite hit and miss, it can be an absolute pain for you to do certain things on this fight. Okay, so we don't have Taunt, that's alright, let's just keep going. Yeah, so sometimes he will just go for face hard, which to be honest is his best move, particularly with the amount of board clear he has. But sometimes he will just refuse to, and it's really odd the way he does it. So what I'm going to do here is just hex that, give myself a taunt. I probably should have hero powered first. Okay, 2 taunts, that's not bad. And let's attack. So he's thinking. Swipe. What's it going to be on? Okay, at least he doesn't have Wind Fury, but I do need another taunt up. Let's see if we can get a taunt from this. No taunt. Let's hex it. Yeah, as you can see, it's a bit iffy. And sometimes he does just go insane and decide he's going to kill you. Mulch. So he is mostly made up of removal spells. And what that means is you really got to go crazy to keep your board filled. And a very high curve isn't going to be to your benefit at all. That's why this deck does have a lot of cheaper looking minions. Let's go again. Hex is a little bit average, to be honest, in this deck. The reason it's in there is if you need an emergency taunt, but I mean, it might just be better adding another taunt instead. Anyway, as far as the strategy goes, as you may have seen last game, you really just want to stop the Wind Fury and keep a taunt up. But stopping the Wind Fury is probably the biggest thing. Yeah, that's fine. Ideally, you want a Mulligan for a Frost Shock. Frost Shock is just amazing. I will drop a Goldshire Footman turn 1.
Those beams empower the dragon. Use minions to block them.
Sometimes it is well worth it just to take the hit to the face, but occasionally, like right then, he won't attack a full health minion. I don't understand why, I really don't. It makes no sense to me. Okay, let's get a totem, and we'll just attack him once. It's a taunt totem, which means he's not going to get through both of these without using some board clear. Arcane missiles. Oh, don't hit it twice. Ah, of course you did. Alright. Well, this turn, I'm going to drop the Fen Hunter on the left. There is a Frost Shock, which I'll use next turn. So next turn I can Voodoo Doctor, Frostwolf Grunt, and Frost Shock. Frost Shock is very good. And yeah, so let's Silverback Patriarch actually, and Frost Shock. Unfortunately, with the red portal and using Battlecry minions to block it, you are going to run into the situation where your weaker minions are the ones that end up being buffed by it. But the biggest thing is that he doesn't get it. Okay, let's Silverback Patriarch. And I'm also going to Frostwolf Grunt because he does have cards that return or destroy minions. Which means that really you want at least 2 attacks worth here at all times, just in case. Unless you think you can take the health damage. Coining for 5 mana. He does have a combo that will kill everything on your board. Starfall. That's alright for me actually, because I still hold the Wind Fury. Now, I'm going to use this to buff the Fen Hunter. I'll drop a totem. A Healing Stream totem would be very nice. Nope. That's okay. I'll attack twice with this. Then I'm actually going to drop a Bluegill Warrior, buff it, and attack twice with it for a bit more damage. And he is now down to 20. As you can see, it's very easy to fill your board, and that is something you need to be mindful of. Swipe. Okay, swiping that. Because it had Wind Fury. He's a bit of a weird dude, this guy. Okay, let's hit that twice. I'm doing a second totem. Yep, because... Oh, I didn't attack. Because I desperately want to taunt. Nourish. Okay. At least he doesn't have another card to play this turn. Oh, Arcane Explosion. He still doesn't have Wind Fury, but that's going to hurt. So how much can I do to him? Another 4. Let's get this first, see what it is. Do I have lethal? So, it's going to be 4 foot. No, I don't. First off, let's buff this. Because that's going to be healed to full. So that means it can take 2 hits. And I don't think I'm going to lose this side of the board. Nether Age. Really, I should have played them in the opposite order, actually, and buffed that. But that doesn't matter. Oh! Twisting Nether. Interesting. Didn't know he had that card. And now he's going for face. And he's gonna kill me. Rough. Absolutely brutal. Okay. Okay. Let's give it another go, because I think this deck can do it. One card that you might want to put in the deck is actually Bloodlust. Having a Bloodlust then probably would have meant the win. The unfortunate thing is, if you draw it early, it is an absolute dead card.
Who disturbs my research? For Doomhammer.
Okay. Goldshire Footman. There are a few dead cards in this deck, actually, that you could remove anyway, such as Hex. In fact, if I lose this time, I'm going to 100% change the deck up.
Dragon. Use minions to block them.
Don't attack. Yes, good. So Goldshire Footman turn 1 means he doesn't attack for whatever reason. And we have a Stoneclaw Totem, which means he's not going to break through this turn. So I can play a Magma Rager. Arcane Missiles. Oh, don't kill it. Yeah, that's what we want. All to the face. So let's get a... Actually, no. Let's get a Magma Rager down. Because if the Magma Rager dies this turn, then I'll still be able to drop these 2 in a combo next turn. That's why I did it. It's possible there's an Arcane Explosion coming in, possible there's a Mulch. Terrifying Roar. Okay, so he's roaring that one back. And not attacking. Goldshire Footman must be scary. So let's drop the Bluegill Warrior. And I'm also going to drop the Flame Tongue. It's something that's potentially going to take some card draw. Some card draw? Some board clear. Looming Presence. Not that big of a deal. So yeah. And Flame Tongue Totem will also just absorb the portal if he plays something like an Arcane Blast. So what I'll do is I will attack with that. And I will drop the Magma Rager on that side. Just thinking about where I wanted to do it. I'm also going to freeze him because I'm a little worried about the next turn. And I do have a fair amount of damage on the board. Probably would have been better to give the Magma Rager Wind Fury in hindsight, but next turn I can drop the Fire Ellie in that spot anyway. And if that's going to die, it's going to kill everything. Oh. So Nether Breath. Nether Breath Arcane Explosion is a very potent combination that you'll have to deal with later on. Okay, let's Fire Elemental next to the Wind Fury. It's stronger, which means that if he does Arcane Explosion, the Fire Elemental's still alive. Swipe. Oh, not on the Fire Ellie. Awesome. Arcane Missiles. And that's game. Awesome. So let's just get in the way of that and finish him off. Alright, so there are some small changes I think should be made to this deck, and I'm just going to run through them now. There will also be some changes in the description because I do think this deck is missing or has a few things that are useless. So if we just go to the deck, 100% take out Hex. It is fairly useless. Put in any taunt instead. The Karazhan taunts aren't the best, so really you just want any cheap taunt. An Iron Fur Grizzly would work. I wouldn't go with the Lord of the Arena, even though it has 5 health, you're going to be getting it a bit late, and you really want the early stuff to beat Twisting Nether. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to favorite, like, and or subscribe. If you want to check out any other heroic bosses with hopefully basic cards, they will be on the channel, just everywhere. Once again guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been Tommy J with Heroic Netherspite. Have a good one.